Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Michael Che.
I'm Colin Jost. Warner Brothers World Abu Dhabi is officially developing a Harry Potter-themed land in the United Arab Emirates. So hopefully they know the spell for Missalum Deflectus.
What is your algorithm? In an interview, President Trump said that he believed that the civil rights era led to white people being, quote, very badly treated. Yeah, especially in basketball.
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. seen here describing how close he is to blackface. Announced that the federal government will pull funding from hospitals that offer gender-affirming care to transgender minors. And yet, RFK is allowed to slowly transition into Wilson the volleyball.
During a recent podcast appearance, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. criticized President Trump's diet, saying, I don't know how he is alive. Well, I do. A slight breeze.
Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is what happens if you leave Walton Goggins in an air fryer.
That's fun.
Said that he will challenge Dunkin' Donuts to prove that their sugary drinks are safe. You know what that means? A push-up contest with Ben Affleck.
Trump responded to the fallout from his tariffs, saying sometimes you have to take medicine to fix something. Yeah, but this feels like we took a whole bottle of medicine with a glass of vodka and laid in a warm bath.
The White House tweeted a graphic of Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. that said, quote, "We are ending the war on protein." Good, because I know a couple fellas who are extremely pro-teen.
Last week, President Trump hosted multiple events at the Kennedy Center, including an award ceremony for Sylvester Stallone, Gloria Gaynor, and rock band Kiss, as well as a musical performance by the Village People, which raises the question, is Donald Trump a gay man from 1978?
Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., whose beauty routine involves rolling around under those 7-Eleven hot dog lamps, said he plans to tell the CDC to stop recommending that fluoride be put in drinking water and start recommending veneers for...
Was in Tuscaloosa on Saturday to take in the Alabama-Georgia football game. Here he is doing something that regular people do all the time, totally normal. Throwing food at people behind a fence. Oh, well, here's a chicken finger for you. And he treats people the same way they feed dolphins at SeaWorld. And like, there you go. The king tossing bread to the peasants.
Just as the laughter reached its peak, Meryl Streep followed up with a perfectly timed remark that turned the moment from funny to devastating. It wasn't just humor anymore. It was a takedown so effortless that even Donald Trump's most loyal defenders would have to pause before launching into their usual outrage. By the time it landed, the audience wasn't just laughing. They were witnessing a masterclass in exposing absurdity, a blend of biting satire and undeniable truth delivered by two of the sharpest voices in entertainment. The gloves were off, and Hollywood once again reminded the world that when it comes to political absurdity, humor is the ultimate weapon. Jimmy Kimmel has...
President Trump doesn't typically fill out a bracket himself, but seems like he might be regretting that now.
President Trump, did you fill out a NCAA March Madness bracket?
I didn't. I should have. Have there been upsets? A couple, right?
You laid down.
Listen,
Did you talk with Pigs at the...
I can give you one, but maybe backdated, right?
The first thing that always comes to mind is, how can I cheat on this? And
Streep, on the other hand, had the uncanny ability to elevate the moment beyond comedy. While Kimmel kept the audience hooked with relentless wit, she brought a presence that made even the most ridiculous situation feel like a Shakespearean tragedy wrapped in an Oscar-worthy performance. Her words were poised, thoughtful, and still sharp enough to make even the most spin-heavy political strategist break a sweat. She didn't need to shout or exaggerate. Her delivery alone carried the weight of truth, dressed in elegance, but laced with unmistakable criticism. The magic of the night was in the balance. Kimmel fired fastballs of satire, breaking down Trump's latest chaos with the precision of a late-night assassin, and Streep followed with her signature grace, delivering a line so devastating it felt like it deserved a standing ovation. It was
It's embarrassing and it's terrifying to put the target on your forehead, and it sets you up for all sorts of attacks and armies of brown shirts and bots and worse. And the only way you can do it is to feel you have to. You have to. You don't have an option. You have to. Stand up, speak up, act up.
By the time the segment wrapped, the audience wasn't just entertained. They were thinking, laughing, yes, but also processing the reality beneath the jokes. Because when humor is this sharp, it does more than amuse. It exposes, it educates, and most importantly, it sticks. And right on schedule, the meltdown arrived. The segment had barely ended before Trump's thumbs went into overdrive, unleashing an all-caps social media rant that read less like a response and more like a tantrum. Insults? Check. Wild conspiracy theories? Absolutely. An attempt to paint himself as the real victim? Of course. It was a word salad only fluent rage tweet readers could decode. Predictably, he dusted off his favorite insult, calling Streep overrated, as if a three-time...
That under Biden, the federal government was spending $8 million on this.
$8 million for making mice transgender. This is real.
No, it's not. You know, you hear the president of the United States say we're spending $8 million to do sex change operations on mice. You say, well, I'm sure he's exaggerating, but there must be something there. Turns out there's not. It's not real.
The irony in all of this is simple. Trump wants celebrity approval. He craves it, needs it, feeds off it. Yet time and again he picks fights with Hollywood legends and loses spectacularly. This is a man who spent decades chasing acceptance from the entertainment elite. Cameos, red carpets, reality TV fame, it was all part of the dream. But the moment Hollywood turned on him, he turned on them like a jilted prom date, insisting he never cared in the first place. His supporters rushed in to explain it away. Some claimed jealousy. Others argued that Kimmel and Streep were out-of-touch elites, a strange argument coming from a billionaire living in a gold-plated tower. Then came the conspiracy theories, secret cabals, deep state monologues, staged media plots. Anything but admitting the obvious truth.
Day in this country we call America. Quick question for the audience. Did anyone else get a group chat invite from the National Security Advisor today? Just me? I know we shouldn't enjoy the fact that we have a confederacy of dunces running this country, but I'll be honest, I can't help it. I'm enjoying it right now.
And just like that, the internet did what it does best. It turned Trump's meltdown into instant meme gold. Within minutes, savage one-liners, looping clips, and brutal edits flooded social media. Streep was photoshopped into boxing rings. Kimmel's monologue played on repeat with captions about handling hecklers. Trump's own rant became a Mad Libs template filled in by strangers with better punchlines than his original post. Late night, hosts wasted no time joining in. Stephen Colbert read Trump's words straight, letting the absurdity speak for itself. Seth Meyers staged dramatic reenactments. Even Saturday Night Live turned it into a sketch, cementing the moment as more than a viral clip. It was a full-blown pop culture.
He is better at eliminating schools than Donald Trump, and if he had filled out a bracket, it would be the most perfect bracket the world has ever seen. But I want to say thank you to President Trump. I mean, remember last year when it seemed like the Oscars were racist? That's gone. Thanks to him.